Today is Spy Wednesday, a name almost too chilling in its accuracy. It is the day when one of the 12, one of those chosen by the Lord himself, became a traitor, a spy. Judas Iscariot, apostle and companion, preacher and miracle witness, now consents to hand over the Son of God for silver. Not for hatred, not for vengeance, but for coin. And the most haunting thing of all is not merely the deed, but the setting. This betrayal is not hatched in a courtroom or a battlefield or a temple of idols. It unfolds in the intimacy of friendship, at table, in the company of Jesus, under the cover of religious respectability. He who eats with Christ sells him. He who receives from his hand wounds him. And so the Church, in the Tridentine Rite, gathers us today not to observe, but to tremble. The epistle, taken from Isaiah, shows us a mysterious figure, a Redeemer coming from Edom, his garments stained red. But this is no conqueror returning from slaughter. This is Christ himself, going alone to the winepress of his passion. His vesture soaked, not with the blood of others, but with his own. He treads the path alone. He wins by surrendering. He conquers by being crushed. And then we hear the Passion according to St. Luke. And again we meet Judas, not by rumour, but by name. And Satan entered into Judas, who was one of the 12. So begins the darkest transaction in history. 30 pieces of silver, a nighttime meeting, a plan sealed by a kiss. But Luke gives us more than Judas. He gives us Peter's denial. He gives us the sleeping disciples, the unjust arrest, the mockery, the silence of Christ before Pilate. All of it restrained, all of it dignified. The evangelist does not dramatize. He simply tells the truth. And today the liturgy speaks with the same restraint. It places on our lips not rage, but a psalm. The offertory of the Mass is drawn from Psalm 101. Domine exaudi rationem meam, et clamor meus ante veniat. Ne vertas faciem tuam a me, inclina aurem tuam. O Lord, hear my prayer, and let my cry come unto thee. Turn not away thy face from me, incline thy ear to me. In the midst of betrayal, Christ prays. In the face of lies, Christ turns to the Father. This is the model the Church places before us. Not outrage, but intercession. Not despair, but trust. And what of Judas? The Church does not tell us to mock him. She does not say, behold the traitor, but rather, behold yourself. Because Judas is not a cautionary tale from another world. He is what happens when familiarity with Christ is not met with conversion. He is what happens when sin is coddled, hidden, excused. And most of all, he is what happens when one believes the lie that mercy is no longer possible. For Judas might have been a saint. If he had run to the cross as Peter ran to the tomb, if he had thrown the silver at Christ's feet rather than at the feet of the temple priests, he too would be singing among the redeemed. But he despaired. Spy Wednesday places us between these two men, Judas, who betrayed and despaired, and Peter, who denied and wept. And the liturgy silently asks us, which one are you becoming? The kiss of Judas was not only a betrayal, it was a mockery of love, a sign of peace twisted into a dagger. And so today the Church gives us no sentimentalism, no soft consolation, only truth and the invitation to weep before the trial begins. This is the final threshold before the sacred triduum. If we are to love Christ, we must love him now. If we are to repent, we must not wait. If we are to return, let us return today. Spy Wednesday ends not in a trial, not in an execution, but in a choice. A kiss or a tear, silver or surrender. Let us go to Christ not with deceit, but with contrition. Let us love him now before the rooster crows. Tomorrow the Triduum begins. Let us prepare to keep vigil with Christ, and may this Wednesday not be remembered for betrayal, but for return.